So hi, my name is Shazia. I am the creative director of Swavo USA. Swavo has been in business for over 15 years in the UK, and they're currently expanding in the US. We pride ourselves on a high quality of jewelry, providing unique and bespoke designs that you can create with us. We do cater to Indian brides, to the Sikh bride, to the Pakistani bride. We actually also have a whole collection for the Lebanese and Afghan bride who like the modern jewelry. Okay. We have tiaras for them and crowns. So we have a whole Swarovski crystal range too. That we use the crystals from Swarovski. We have that as well. So we actually have something for the modern bride. For Desi brides who are looking for a gown with an American style jewelry. So we have a mixture, and we do cater to everybody. So yeah, it's been a year in US. It's actually been really good. Have had a great response. When I say to people, thank you so much for purchasing a piece of jewelry, they're saying no, thank you, and I'm like, really? And they're like, no, thank you, because we have been looking in. I'm in the DMV area, so that's DC, Maryland, Virginia area. And so people are saying, we go from place to place and we cannot find the quality that you provide. And we are looking for quality jewels. So, we do pride ourselves on our quality, and people see it. I've done exhibitions and people say, oh my God, your jewelry looks like real jewelry. And so isn't that the biggest compliment ever, that people say that? So, The UK clientele is very, very traditional. So I think, and that it's because the diaspora of, the Indian and Pakistani and Bengali community is very high there. It's almost 30% of the population now of the UK is actually of Southeast Asian descent. Okay. And so obviously having the huge crowds and the huge, community there, they are more traditional in their taste and their look. In the US, I think people like a blended, a unique, more different look, slightly more modern taste. Okay. Not to say that there isn't a traditional bride, but they do like, they like more of a modern look, to a contemporary look to their jewelry. We started in the market for customization in 2004. And so that's where we saw that is where it's what people specifically want and how they want to add their touch to their jewelry. Spoke miles. It's something like Pandora, right? Pandora, since they added the personalized charms, it gave a whole new touch to putting a memory into a bracelet, right? So with us, it's also the same, that we have the bespoke line. We are 85% bespoke, and we have a little bit for the general customer who is okay, but we are mostly bespoke. And so we enjoy and pride ourselves on that. And our designs are our own. We, we design them, we create them. We have artisans back home from all over the place. It's not just Pakistan. We have people in India. We have people in Cyprus, people in Egypt, people in Turkey. So that's what gives a little bit of a unique twist to our pieces. We are on platforms. We are progressing to YouTube. Pinterest, we do have a good following on. Definitely our major campaigning is for Instagram and Facebook, because we see most of our clients are there. Okay. Pinterest is second. We just started into YouTube. The thing with TikTok is that, and I was asking my teenage daughter, Hannah, I was like, how would you describe TikTok? And she said, it's about funny humor for the youth, which I agree. And I think, bespoke brands wouldn't do well on there. It's a very casual platform. Not to say that it couldn't happen, but for us, I don't think it's something that we want to direct and go into. So let me show you our warranty card first. So you can see it. So this is our warranty card. We have a QR code. This is for the high-end brides and clientele who buy from us. And because the reason is because, they are investing in their jewelry. Obviously they're high-end pieces, and things do happen. We know that a bead can fall off. We know that a stone can fall out. It can dethread, or your child can maybe yank it by mistake. So things do happen. You sometimes drop your jewelry. It happens so many times. And so the warranty is there that if they bought it at obviously full, it's not for a discounted item, but for a full price, for a whole year, we are willing to, cover anything that breaks. Now, if they've broken it and smashed it into pieces, or it's, what I mean, it's in tatters, clearly we won't do that. But so it's a first service free of charge, just because we think it's something that positions us uniquely to our brides as well. So the beads, the threads, the stones, any kind of drop, any kind of link that breaks, it's all covered for a whole year. But I think we pride ourselves on that. And I think that's why our brides and their bridesmaids and the mother of the bride, they like it. And even people who have bought party jewelry, occasion wear, they do like that they have that option, because your jewelry does slip from your hands, and it does happen. Things do happen. And I think we need to accept that we're all human and things can happen. We're a bespoke company, and we like to position ourselves uniquely in the market. And so we're happy to offer, this service at no extra cost to them. We absorb all shipping costs too. I mean, especially in the US, I absorb all the shipping costs for any item that anybody has bought here. So nobody pays shipping in the US on my behalf, I mean, yes, I think everybody has to move to an online platform, but I will be, honestly speaking, when it comes to bespoke jewelry, I think honestly, until the bride, brick and mortar is something that we rely on, because until a bride comes in or a person comes in, with bespoke jewelry, for example, let's say I have my grandmother's brooch. They bring the piece to me, and I can say, I can convert it into a bracelet for you. I can make that brooch into a necklace for you. You help me pick what stones you like, So until they actually see, envision, and feel our product or our things, then I would give them examples of the jewelry that I have, and I say, hey, this is the quality of pearl we use. If this is the kind of pearl you'd like, there's a large size pearl, there's a small size. So envisioning that, it can happen online, but I always believe with jewelry, it has to really, you have to feel it for you to envision it. And we are now we're doing FaceTime calls, and we're lucky. We've had actually, even through COVID, we've had several brides who booked with us. And I think it's just the fact that we've had experience for over 15 years, that we know what we're doing. They are skeptical in the beginning, but they're like, wow, mind blown on how we actually manage to give them that vision, even online, even when they can't see it, with the products that we have. So. You see, I think I always go back to the bespoke element of Swavo. We, being bespoke means, when a bride is actually designing her style, we don't want to put that out on the web for everyone to see, because that's specifically the piece for her, right? So e-commerce gets harder for us in that way too, because when a bride has designed something on a high-end level with us, we like to keep that style and that design for her. So if somebody says to me, oh, I've seen something on your website, which we don't post out actually a lot of pictures of brides who have made their very high-end designs, very unique designs with us. And I tell people, I said, I'm sorry, I can't make it 100% like that. I could make it 80% similar, but that was for a specific bride. So I cannot make that piece exactly looking like that, because, that's why the bespoke service online becomes harder. And I think with a bride, her jewelry is very sentimental. It's her wedding day. It's 50% of her image, her makeup and her hair and her clothes, obviously, but it literally sits on the bride's face. And people are actually taking your picture up full front. So, she may see it online that, okay, the tika is this, but really, is it too big for her? How will it actually sit on her face? Right. So when we make the jewelry, we have the bride come in She tests it out to see, does it actually sit on her collarbone properly?
Mm-hmm.
Is the earring okay? You know, is it sitting properly? Is the tikka something that she wants an adjustment with? So we do give that option too.
Okay.
This is why I keep saying, for us, maybe it might be a little difficult, but then maybe we should. I've seen that a lot of people are watching. There are a lot of people observing. My way of reaching out to people is when they hit my DMs, you know, I'll strike up a conversation there. I think people don't buy, people either, you know, I feel that they buy from the brand look, but they also buy from the person who is behind the brand. I actually hugely believe that it's, you know, I can't speak for huge corporations, but like small brick and mortar businesses or you know, so they're actually going to buy because they resonate with me, and they resonate with the brand. So I think it's a 50-50 thing. It's a process. It's a time consuming process, but I think you have to keep putting yourself out there. You still have to try different techniques. You can't give up, obviously. It's about exposure, and I think it's one post that can go viral. One person who could say something great that they trust and they believe, and then they come back to you and they start seeing and believing in what you do. We have plenty of people coming in because they like the quality of the product. They believe in the brand, and they probably like how we are in our service to them, you know. So provide value, have high quality service, a high quality product, you're bound to do well. And we have done influencer marketing. Actually, I did some local influencers here in the US, which I picked out about 8 people that I did. From the UK, we've done Aiza Khan. So she's a very famous actress, Pakistani actress and model of the US, from Pakistan.
Okay.
We dressed her. So yeah, it was BCW. It was the Bridal Couture Week in Pakistan, and she was walking the ramp for us. And for obviously the brand, the dress, Fika Kareem. So she had specifically said that she likes the color green. So we picked out a jade and real pearl set for her. You know, the lady who was doing the dress, she had picked out a green dress, obviously. And she did give a testimonial for us it was not paid. She was just happy to wear it, and she gave it, and it is on my page there. But I think, again, people will more follow you. They won't just buy blindly. They don't buy blindly. I get a lot of following just because a person wears a product, but I don't think they blindly just buy. I still think they want to get to know me, get to know the brand. They kind of want to see that. Yeah. So I believe if you do not plan, you will not post. And if you don't post it, you're not going to get out there. People are not going to be able to see you. Prior to planning, I used to just make a simple list, and I'd say, but it was very haphazard. There was no system that I was putting into place. And I believe for you to be successful, you need to kind of write it out. I actually have a planner just for my content. And then I have a planner, which is my daily planner, on what I do in terms of, my day-to-day routine of the business, or my even things that I have to do in my personal life too. And so when I write it out for the month, the good thing is that I actually know what I'm going to post for that actual day, right? I've written it down. I have a section where, and this is not my planner, obviously. This is a planner by Catherine Gaskin. She's from the Content Planner. So she has a place where you write your hit list and collaborations for the month. What monthly theme are you going to be using for that month? And so I'm not into it 150%. I'm still in the learning process. But I've seen the day that I am working with my planner, my days and my content is so much more smoother than me just randomly, haphazardly posting.